Before we start looking at breaking encryption, I must remind you that obviously breaking encryption is illegal. We're doing this purely for academic and educational purposes, and the only router that you will attempt to break is the one that we've given you for this purpose. Under no circumstances must you make any efforts or any attempt to break the Wi-Fi in the school or anywhere outside of this educational establishment. If you don't agree with that, please do not continue with this lesson. In this video we're going to try to crack WPA using Kali Linux. The first thing we're going to do is launch the air monitor command, so airmon-ng, and we can see straight away which driver we're going to use, in our case WLAN 1. So we need to launch airmon again, and this time start it monitoring on WLAN 1. There are a few processes running that are going to stop this from working, so we're going to kill those processes. And then we'll relaunch the airmon command on WLAN 1 again. This time you can see that we've got WLAN 1 mon running on our wireless network driver. So just clear the screen. And this time we're going to use aero dump, and we're going to use that on the port we just opened, WLAN 1.1, and this will monitor the data, and we can see the one we're going to go for today, DB test, in this video. Make sure you copy the MAC address, BSSID, as well as make a note of the channel it's running on. So we're running on channel 4 and the name is DB test. So we're going to run the aero dump -ng, put it on the right channel, have a file we're going to write out to, so in this case I'll just call it DB test, but you can call it anything you like, and the BSSID that we're writing out to, which we'll paste in, and then we'll write to the ports. In order to break WPA, we need to intercept a four-way handshake. Now to do this, we need to try and force a machine that's already connected to the wireless router to disconnect, and then again to reconnect. And when it makes that reconnection, we'll be able to steal the four-way handshake code. Now in order to do that, we're going to use a command to deauthenticate a machine that's already connected to the wireless router. So we'll start up a new terminal window. And we'll use the air replay command. So air replay, -ng, -00, -A, and then the device we're trying to associate to and the ports that we're working with. And this is sending a deauthentication signal, so any machine that's currently connected to it should disconnect and forcibly try to reconnect itself as Wi-Fi normally would. While we're waiting, we should appear a four-way handshake key at the top of the screen. There's our four-way handshake code. Now we've got this, we can stop the windows we're working with, and we can start our attack using the four-way handshake code. So let's enter the command aircrack -ng -w. Now -w is the dictionary we're going to use because we're using a brute force attack, so we're using the RockU dictionary. This should be on your laptops. And we also need the name of the file where we've been writing the data to. In this case, it's called dbtest2. It's the capture file. You use the name of the file that you created. So dbtest02. So we'll run that. Oops, made a mistake somewhere. Hang on. Let's have a look at the file. Ah, look, it's in lowercase. You have to remember everything's case sensitive, so we'll change that to lowercase and we'll run the file. So now the aircrack is running and it will take a few minutes to break the encryption, but we'll wait for it. There we go. It's found the code. Passcode for this one is Enterprise. So we can now use that code if we want to connect to that Wi-Fi router.